All right, my dears, today we're going to have some yoga tune-up balls. And we also want to get a strap. So if you don't have a strap, you could always use a towel, or what works really well is a bathrobe tie. If you have a bathrobe tie, that's a good one to replace the strap. And we'll start today on our backs. Let me get all my stuff over here. We'll start on our backs. And so we'll have our strap or towel or bathrobe tie and undo it. Put one foot through it. And so with the towel or the bathrobe tie, this is easy enough just to put one foot through it, grab hold of the strap or the tie, and just bring it toward the ball of the foot. And we'll flex through the heel and take a few deep breaths there. So notice, if you're anything like me, at first, this is tender and tight and all the things, and doesn't feel wildly comfortable. And if that's true for you, you might bend the knee and then straighten the leg a couple times. And remember, you don't have to force the leg straight by any means. Straight is a fluid term, but just straighter than purposely bending the knee. And then maybe you can hold for a few breaths. And then we'll let that leg go out to the side a little bit. But not terribly far. We want to keep the opposite hip down as much as possible. And then we'll take the leg across the body just a little. Notice what happens to the other leg, like I immediately want to bend the other knee, which is okay. And then we'll come back to center for a few breaths and just notice if maybe just by doing that much, it's a little bit more tolerable here in this first position. Maybe that's not true, and that's okay too. And then we'll release that side and put the other leg in. And again, we might start by bending the knee and straightening the leg several times. And I notice like my knee wants to go out to the side when I bend my knee, so that's okay. If yours wants to go straight down, that's okay. And be with what's true for your body right now. And then we'll let the leg go out to the side a little. And then we'll go across the body just a little. And just notice you might bend the opposite knee. You might keep the legs straight. See what feels useful. And so for this next part, we actually probably need a strap. because we need to loop the strap and make sure it's safe. So I don't think you can do this safely with a bathrobe tie or a towel. You want to loop the strap and then give it a couple good yanks, knowing it's not going to come open. Yeah. There's a short little tail. Then we want to move the buckle away from our head. We're going to have both feet in our strap, and then we'll put the head also in the strap. And this is actually a variation of a pose that's a lot more challenging to hold, which is shoulder stand. So what this does, hopefully we can bring the chin toward our chest, is lengthen all those muscles that run from the back of our head all the way down to our sacrum. They run parallel to the spine. And I can tell right now that we haven't done this in way too long. Thank you for the suggestion today, Heather, because this is really tight for me. And it's kind of hard to stretch these muscles in any other way. So we'll take about 10 breaths just still. Try to relax your shoulders and your face. And then we're going to start to slowly move our feet toward the right. Our right ear will go toward the right shoulder. We'll breathe into the left side of the neck. And come back to center and move your feet slightly to the left. Breathe into the right side of the neck. And then we'll go back and forth in whatever cadence, rhythm, pace that suits you. We're letting our head go along for the ride. So left ear goes toward left shoulder, then right ear goes to right shoulder as the feet go right. Yeah. And then we'll come back to center and separate our feet a little, and then bend one knee as we straighten the opposite leg. And our head is going to look right and then look left. And then we'll just come back to center and try to remain in some stillness now for a few breaths. You might even reach your arms overhead or in a cactus. And then we'll take the left leg out. Keep the right foot in the strap and bring that right leg out to the right, pushing on the strap a little bit so that you can feel the stretch pretty predominantly in the left side of the neck, but also in that right inner thigh. You might reach your left hand down by your hip to accentuate the stretch on the left side of the neck and shoulder. And then back to center. And then we'll switch sides. Taking the right foot out, letting the left leg open to the left. Pushing on the strap a little bit, stretching the right side of the neck. Maybe you feel the left inner thigh a bit as well. And then coming back to center. Both feet in the strap for 5 more breaths. And then we'll take our head out, take the left foot out, and stretch that right hamstring for just a little more time, flexing through the right heel. And then switching legs. And then removing the strap all together. Bend both knees, place both feet flat, and windshield wiper your legs side to side. Next time both knees are to the right, keep them that way for a few breaths, or you might pick your right foot up and place it on your outer left knee. And then we'll release that side. Windshield wiper the legs. Let both knees fall over to the left. You might pick the left foot up and place it on the outer right thigh. And release, come back to center. Soles of the feet come together, knees are open. Take a few breaths here. And then we'll lift our knees halfway up, all the way together. Open them halfway down, all the way down. Lift, lift, open, open. Lift, lift, open, open, lift, lift, open, open, lift, lift, open, open. And we'll continue this way for a few more moments. As you do this, notice what happens if you really start to draw your belly in. Notice how you can kind of make this about the core, not just the inner thighs. You can start to feel those low belly muscles below the belly button out toward the hip bones, the front of the hip bones here. Feel how those are working, those low obliques. Let's do 5 more. Last one. And then let's hold our knees open for a few breaths. And then bend your knees, place your feet flat. Right ankle, left knee, figure 4. Both knees go over to the left. Both legs go over to the left. Your right foot might be on the floor, it might not. Your right knee might point up to the sky. Let's come back to center and thread the needle. And then half happy baby on this right leg. And then release that side, place both feet to the floor. Left ankle, right knee, figure 4. Both legs go to the right. Left foot might touch the floor, it might not. And come back to center, thread the needle. And then half happy baby on that left side. And then we'll release that side and straighten our legs like Shavasana corpse pose. Squeeze the left side of the butt, then the right. Let go left, let go right. Squeeze left, squeeze right, let go left, let go right. Squeeze left, squeeze right, let go left, let go right. Squeeze left, squeeze right, let go left, let go right. Squeeze left, squeeze right, let go left, let go right. This time squeeze right, squeeze left, let go right, let go left. Squeeze right, squeeze left, let go right, let go left. Squeeze right, squeeze left, let go right, let go left. Squeeze right, squeeze left, let go right, let go left. Squeeze right, squeeze left, let go right, let go left. One more, squeeze right, squeeze left, let go right, let go left. Now bend your knees and place the soles of your feet to the ground. And again, squeeze left, squeeze right, let go left, let go right. Squeeze left, squeeze right, let go left, let go right. Squeeze left, squeeze right, let go left, let go right. Squeeze left, squeeze right, let go left, let go right. Now squeeze right, squeeze left, let go right, let go left. Squeeze right, squeeze left, let go right, let go left. Squeeze right, squeeze left, let go right, let go left. Squeeze right, squeeze left, let go right, let go left. Now bring the soles of the feet together, knees open. Squeeze left, squeeze right, let go left, let go right. Squeeze left, squeeze right, let go left, let go right. Squeeze left, squeeze right, let go left, let go right. Now squeeze right, squeeze left, let go right, let go left. Squeeze right, squeeze left, let go right, let go left. Squeeze right, squeeze left, let go right, let go left. Now bring your right leg up to the sky and do small circles. And then medium circles. And then large circles. And then large circles the other direction. And medium. And then small. And half happy baby on that leg. This time we might straighten the left leg. Or it might be somewhere between straight and bent. And then we'll bring the left leg up to the sky. And a few small circles. Medium. Large. Large the other way. And medium. And small. And half happy baby on this side. You might straighten the right leg. And then we'll place a pillow perhaps or a bolster between our knees. Arms in a T shape. Knees go toward the right, about halfway. Up toward your chest, squeeze the pillow. Away from you, squeeze the pillow. Back to center. Knees go halfway to the left, squeeze the pillow. Toward you, squeeze the pillow. Away from you, squeeze the pillow. Back to center. Toward the right, squeeze. Toward you, squeeze. Away from you, squeeze. Center. Left, toward you, squeeze. Away from you, squeeze. Center. Right, squeeze. Toward you, squeeze. Away from you, squeeze. Center. Left, squeeze. Toward you, squeeze. Away from you, squeeze. Center. And all the way over to the right. Back to center and all the way over to the other side. Back to center, and we'll get the yoga tune-up balls. We'll place them at the very tops of the shoulders, apart from one another. So they're kind of more out toward the shoulder blade. And our head is in our hands like we're going to do a sit-up. Push into the feet, lift the hips, and roll the balls down till they hit kind of the bottoms of the shoulder blades. And then, butt can be up or down. We'll push and pull with the feet so that the balls roll up and down the whole length of the shoulder blades, or most of it. And then when you find a good spot, as most of us will pretty readily, we'll just allow ourselves to have the hands behind the head, elbows open to either side, and breathe here. Breathe up into the chest. And then we'll curl head, neck, and shoulders up and maybe sway side to side. Maybe finding all sorts of spots there that are tender by the shoulder blades. You can always push and pull on your feet again. Butt can be up or down. And then we're going to take the balls out for a moment and just lay here. Take a few deep breaths. Notice how these are definitely muscles of respiration that aid our respiration. When they're tight, it's hard to even take a full breath. Now, very similar to what we just did, but the difference is the balls are going to touch one another. So they're in just right on either side of the spine. So instead of like the trapezius muscle and the rhomboids, we're really targeting the muscles that we were stretching when we had the strap and our head in it. These are called the erector spinae muscle group. They're parallel to the spine. So the head is in the hands. We'll lift the hips and we'll slowly roll down vertebra by vertebra. At some point, you probably have to put your butt down, walk your feet in, lift the hips again. And we can pull and push on the feet with the hips up, kind of up and down the length of the shoulder blades again. And at some point, there might be a spot where you stay. Your head could go to the floor, depending on the size of the balls that you're using. This can feel somewhat like a back bend if you're using the larger size balls, which is always an opportunity to breathe into the chest, to bring the shoulders away from the ears, to draw the front of the ribs in, like the lower ribs. And then we can also do kind of an axe swinging motion here, where you reach up overhead and then above your chest. And do that a few times. We can also curl up like a sit-up, chin to chest, belly in, and then really slowly back down. Curl up. And really slowly back down. And several more of those. And then you might lift the hips again and push and pull on the feet. And then take the balls out. Take a few deep breaths into the back body. My goodness. And this next one, it is useful if you have a block or a pillow or books or something that you can put under your butt. I always like a block because it's a little firmer so that you have extra height under your hips. And then the balls are going to go to the very tops of the shoulders, right where the neck and shoulders connect really. And you might lift your feet up to the sky. You might shrug your shoulders and then relax them. And shrug. And relax. Shrug. And relax. One more time. Shrug, shrug, shrug. And relax. And then you might tuck the balls under just a little wee bit more. Gotta watch out for your hair. The balls like to pull your hair. We might shrug the shoulders here. And relax. You can always reach back there, adjust the balls just a little, shrug. And relax. One more time, shrug. And relax. And then put the feet down. We'll remove the block. And then remove the balls. If you have the larger balls, you might put one ball in the center of your neck. If you're using the smaller ones, you might have a block under your head and then the two balls and go on the part of your, right where your head and neck connect. And then we might just nod yes or no. And we might try to locate a spot on the left by bringing our head a little bit to the left. And then on the right, as we move our head a little bit to the right. And then we're just going to use one ball for sure, but you might have a block depending on the size of ball. We're going to go on to our left side and place that ball right behind the ear on the left side of the neck. And so if you don't feel much, you could use a block under the ball. And you can kind of move your head around, looking up, looking down until you find a good spot. And we'll come back onto our backs. We'll stay on that left side for a few more breaths. And then we'll come onto our right side. And trying to move the head around till we find a good spot. And then coming
maybe onto your back, but keeping that ball to the right side. You might be sort of half on your right side, half on your back. See what works. And then as we come back to center, either the one ball in the center of the neck or the two balls up by the part of the body where the head and neck connect. There might be a block underneath the balls underneath your head. I'm going to stay here for about 25 breaths or so. For a little while. You might nod yes or no until you find a good spot that feels useful to just allow your face to relax, your shoulders, your jaw. And then if you do have the strap handy and you can reach it without much fuss, we're going to go back to that posture where we have our feet in the strap and our head in the strap. So basically we're just stretching the muscles that we just rolled. And you might notice, if you're like me, a significant difference or a small difference in how these muscles feel in the strap now. And then when you're ready, my dears, Shavasana.
And when you're ready, we'll come to a seat, but we'll keep our eyes closed if we can, or soft. And we're just going to do a few little neck stretches here at the end. Feel into, it's kind of a lot for our neck today. So right ear to right shoulder, the left fingertips might reach for the earth. And we'll very gently start to look up, stretching more the front of the neck. You might bring your left shoulder back. And really slowly beginning to look down, chin to chest. Your right hand might go more to the left back side of the head. Then release your hand, but keep your head how it is for a moment. And then really slowly bring the head back to center and stay and pause for a few breaths. And then left ear to left shoulder, left hand might reach for the right side of your head, right fingertips toward the earth. And then really slowly start to look up, stretching more of the front of the right side of the neck. And then keeping the left ear toward the shoulder, begin to bring the chin toward the chest, left hand more to the right back side of the head. Release the hands, keep your head how it is for a moment. Reach behind your back for opposite wrists or forearms or elbows, and level your head to center. And just stay a few breaths here. Change the cross of your arms, other hand or arm on top. Then release your hands and let them lie on your lap for just a few breaths. Imagine you can sit up really tall like you're wearing a crown. Bring our palms to our heart. In the spirit of peace, we say Shanti, Shalom, Salam, Amani, Maluhia, Irini, Shiakan, Jam, Pache, Pas. In the spirit of our collective liberation, we say Ashe, Amin, Amen. Blessed be. Kapu Aloha, In Lakach, Satnam, Namaste, Matakwiasan, Black Lives Matter.